Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. Beautiful day. 50 top down degrees Fahrenheit. It's 9:38 Central Standard Time. And it was a little windy this morning when I got up, so I didn't do much walking. I did a little. But when the wind is blowing and then the weather's temperature is cool, it becomes cold. But anyway, this is November the 30th, 2016, and I've got surprisingly, some dark chocolate almonds and green tea. Sounds like I got my mouth full of marbles, doesn't it? But anyway, I had a lot of comments on the videos, which I appreciate as always. I'm going to finish my walking over at Lowe's Hardware in Marble Falls, Texas. I'm on Park Road 4 for you new guys. For you new guys, I full-time RV and go camping in the Prius. I've got playlists on my homepage for both of those. Check them out. Got a lot of tips. Help you learn some things the easy way that I learned the hard way. And believe me, there's a lot to learn when you first start RVing. You may think you know it all, but there's a lot of little things that happen when you're out there on the road that you may not be prepared for. Full-time RVing. Did it for 24, well, actually about 23 years, 22, because I've had this RV I've got now. It's a 26-foot Jayco travel trailer. I've had it for 3 years. Well, actually nearly 4. I got it in February 2013. And I've never pulled it other than just taking it home. And that's it. At that time, I bought me a Prius. Well, a couple of months later, I bought me a 2013 Prius. It was my third Prius, or is my third Prius. I love it. And since then, I figured out a way to go camping in the Prius. And I did a few short trips and then a couple of long trips. Longest is 28 days in a row. But it's hard to beat 50 miles a gallon. And easy to drive, easy to maneuver. It's really enjoyable. Well, it's got its pluses and minuses. Nothing's perfect. Even full-time RVing wasn't perfect. Even though I was living in the unit, in the RV. It was home. Wherever I was parked, I was home. I didn't have a home base until about 12 years ago. I just roamed from place to place doing part-time work and whatever. I think the longest I had a job checking gas pipelines. The name of the company was Southern Cross out of Atlanta, Georgia. Actually, it's a suburb of Atlanta, but I can't remember the name of it right now. You can find it. It's called Southern Cross. Any of you guys that are retired or getting close to retirement and you want something to do, you can work with Southern Cross. You'll travel around the U.S. or mainly it'll be Texas and east. They don't do much in New Mexico. They do a little in Oklahoma. They do some in Arkansas. And then mainly east into Florida and up north. I worked in Texas around Dallas, Wichita Falls, Vernon, Texas, Georgetown, Texas, a lot of places in Texas. It was all right. You just went from site to site. You go to the gas company. You go to the gas company and get maps, and then go out and follow those pipelines with a little device that sniffs for gas leaks. And you got to do a lot of walking. Of course, I walk for exercise anyway. But you can make a little money at it. They give you a per diem plus an hourly. I don't know if it's an hourly or straight salary, but it's plenty. I lived off the per diem and saved the whole paycheck about 3 years. And I didn't work straight through a year. I'd work for a few months and then take off for a few months and then come back. And they'll work with you on that, or at least they did. I don't know what they do now. They were getting a little too electronic for me. They had a way to monitor where you were all the time, and they just were bringing that in when I left. I don't know. I just didn't like Big Brother watching everywhere I went, and I was getting tired of it. But be that as it may, for those of you that are looking for something to do and travel full time, check out Southern Cross in Atlanta, Georgia. You should be able to find it there. And I tell you, a deal that I did check out too, called Work Campers with a K. Work Camper. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs out there. I was watching Bob Wells' video the other day about work camping, and he's talking about working at Amazon and doing different things. Shit, let me tell you what, working at Amazon is slave labor, folks. That's bullshit. I mean, do what you want to do, but that's 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Yeah, you get overtime. Big deal. They only start you off at $10 an hour. Overtime's 15. Big deal. Your overtime wage is almost minimum wage, or should be. And as far as making money at camp hosting, which he talked about, I don't know many camp host jobs that pay much money. I know some that'll give you a free site, and a few will pay you a per diem of anywhere from $10 to $25 a day. But if you're a camp host at a state park or a national park or Bureau of Land Management, Corps of Engineers, those aren't too bad because they've got other people working there. And so you don't do a lot of the quote hard work. But if you go to work as a camp host at an RV park, I've got some news for you. You're fixing to do some heavy duty mowing, weed eating, tree trimming. I have volunteered at national parks a couple of times, and it's fine. There's nothing to it. You think cleaning restrooms is something bad, but it doesn't take but a minute. They're never very dirty. They used to pay. I was at Gila Cliff Dwellings for 3 months, and back when I was there, they paid you $25 a day per diem. Plus, I stayed in a dorm where I had a private room and shared a bath with one other individual. It worked out fine. They had a common kitchen area, but hell, they had 2 huge refrigerators and freezers, big stove and stuff, oven. You never had a problem cooking, or nobody ever bothered your stuff. It was fine. And the next time I went out to Hovenweep and volunteered, which is on the Colorado-Utah border near Cortez, Cortez, Colorado. And it's all right. They have a duplex there for the volunteers. Pretty damn nice. You have your own private bedroom and bath. And there's 2 rooms like that in each duplex. It's like 2 bedrooms, 2 baths in each duplex. You have a common kitchen and living area, but I was the only one there for 3 months in the duplex, so I had the whole unit to myself, which was perfect. Had a beautiful view off a patio in the back. I mean, it was just like living in a house. You know, you worked 8 hours, 4 days a week, but it was easy. Same way at Gila Cliff Dwellings, that's north of Silver City, New Mexico, about an hour and a half. That's the only downside. And the same way at Hovenweek. The only downside, it's a long way to get groceries. At Gila Cliff Dwellings, it would take you about an hour and a half to get to Silver City, which was the best area to go shopping. And what I'd do is, once a week's all I need. I'd go there and load up. It's all right. I just didn't like dorm life all that much. The people were nice, they were friendly, courteous, etc. Clean cut. Females, males, not bad. Just, I'm a little too old for the dorm life. Hovenweek worked real good. Thought about going back out there. Still think about it. But anyway, you're not going to make much money. Because you only get, they don't even pay anything for volunteers at national parks anymore. I think they cut that out because of the budget reduction. Now, BLM, Bureau of Land Management, they pay pretty good for camp hosts because, their sites, some of them can be really remote. They've got one that I looked at, Gear Springs, really a good deal. I think he made like $1,000 a month. Plus you got a lot of perks or a lot of freebies. But you had to have an RV there. And also at, where else was I going to go? I was going to go to Daddle Wells in New Mexico. That's the Bureau of Land Management. And they pay pretty good, but it's a long way to get groceries. You can go over to Pie Town, but they don't have much there. Looks like I got here just in time for the parade. There are cars everywhere. It's Highway 281. But I'm just rambling on this morning. I looked at my comments and thought I'd make something up, but I'd rather just ride down the highway and talk to myself. And if y'all are listening, that's fine. If not, that's the way it is. But anyway, camp hosting, there's stuff to do. If you want to go on the road, if you're 60 years old or so and contemplating selling your house and going and seeing the USA or just going to see the USA, all I can say is do it. Once you get to age 60, or even before, but primarily 60 and above, if there's anything you want to do, you better be doing it. Because the window of opportunity is closing rapidly and you don't even know it. Your get up and go will definitely get up and go. Because you get lazy, you get complacent. I catch myself doing it. I'm 71. To go camping, sometimes I just have to get up and kick myself right in the butt and say, let's go. You're going to sit here and die? You're going to die anyway. Might as well go see something. And there's some beautiful sites, particularly in the western USA. Easy to do. It's not expensive. And you don't even have to plan it all that well. I don't. I just kind of go in a general direction. If I find a place I like, I'll stay 2 or 3 days. I don't stay much longer than that, though. I don't know why I don't. Tell you, when I was out at Hovenweep National Monument for 3 months, I got to go into all of that southeastern Utah area. I got to tell you, that is the most beautiful area. I mean, well, I don't know if it's the most beautiful area I've ever been to, but it is very pretty. I know that in the summer, some of those places can be busy, but I was there, let's see, I was there like June, July, August. No, that's not right. Scratch that. July, August, September. Yeah, July, August, September. And I didn't notice it being that crowded. But Bluff is a neat little town. I mean, it's just a nothing place, but there's a little river down there, Colorado. I don't know if it's Colorado or not. It may not be. But, they got campsites there. And, of course, you can go to the Arches and go up north to the Cedar Breaks, or whatever they call it. And that's beautiful. It's about 10,000 feet in elevation, but it's a park. And you can go see the Monument Valley. That's not what you think it was. That's those little things on the right side of the road. That's those little stripes with the bumps on them. Anyway, go see the world, folks, because, I'm thinking about, I was going to go, I was planning on being gone now, but getting out to Quartzsite, there was a cold spell that kind of dipped right through there, and right now it's like, or this morning, it was one of the stops I was going to have to make was near Deming, New Mexico. Probably stayed at City of Rocks, but the temperature this morning there was like 19. That's a little too cool for me, folks. So I'll wait till the early spring, April, we'll see, and I'll go somewhere. Oh, that's good. But it's a beautiful day here in Central Texas. I hope it's beautiful where you are. This is November the 30th. Tomorrow is December the 1st. Walmart's got all the little Christmas stuff out. They're playing Christmas music on the radio. Does that work? Hell yes, it does. I stayed at a resort one time for 2 weeks, and it was like a dry land cruise. You just put up, you paid a fee, and for 2 weeks you got free meals, free booze, everything. You just paid one flat fee. Everything was taken care of for 2 weeks in a beautiful place in Mexico, near Mazatlan on the Pacific Ocean. Beautiful. Anyway, I stayed there for 2 weeks. And what they would do, you had a 2-hour window for each meal. Breakfast was from 7 to 9. The noon meal was from 12 to 2. And the evening meal was from 6 to 8. But what they would do is they would play music in the morning, and you could hear it all through the compound. It was really soft, pleasant music, but whenever they started serving a meal, they played music really soft, and you could hear it. And did it program you? Shit, yes. After about 5 days, every time I heard that music, my stomach started growling. I'm telling you. And it was owned by a French corporation. And at the noon meal and the evening meal, they had the carafes of white and red wine on the table. And I never was much of a wine drinker, wasn't at that time, but I learned to be pretty quick. I got to where I could drink a carafe of wine pretty easy, if I'm saying that right. Probably not, ignorant. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean. A jug of wine. So anyway, having said all that, folks, I'm coming into Lowe's hardware store, and they got Christmas trees up there. Christmas. Is Christmas overdone? What is the meaning of Christmas? I told you a joke about that. I'll tell you again. This was told to me by a Catholic priest in Shiner, Texas, about 40 years ago. He said that after Christmas, Christmas Eve, when all the stores are closed, the last day of Christmas shopping, Christmas Eve, the Jews close their stores at midnight and gather at one of their homes. One person has them all over, and while they're counting their cash receipts from the Christmas sales, they're singing, "Oh, what a friend we have in Jesus." Truth or fiction? Huh? Truth or fiction? Here I am. I always park in the cripple spot. I just do that because I'm 71 years old. One of these days I'll probably have to pay a $500 fine. So what? I'll owe it to them. I'd rather owe it to them than beat them out of it. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Take deep breaths as often as you think of it during the day. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, walk, do something. Get off your B-U-T-T and get with them. So anyway, y'all enjoy your day. It's the end of November. Tomorrow's the first day of Thanksgiving. Jesus Christ. December. Bye-bye.